in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth, I'll loose it in heaven. But you got to believe. When that boy gets to acting a fool, sometimes you got to say, I bind you. And when the anointing is there, don't tell me that feeling. If it's the devil is dealing with it, don't tell me he don't feel it. I'm going to give you another secret, though. Some demons you don't pray for. Some of them you get you some leather and you whoop them out. Having the Bible say, beat them and they shall not die. And you're praying for that one. No, at your age, I'm going to whoop this devil out. You know what the Bible say? The rod of correction, drive it. Not just around the corner, it'll drive it to another state, another country, far from it. I mean, he won't be doing that no more. Huh. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. You yoke him up right. You jack him up right. I ain't talking about going to put no beads all up on. You got him all up against the wall and beating him. No, I'm not talking about that. That's when you need to start working on them while they're young. So when they get old, they won't be trying to whoop you. But then if you want to grab them and you get up some age, then down goes Frazier. Because you call the cops on me, they going to know. They ain't got to ask nobody. How did he get these marks? I'm looking at my knuckles and look at him. They match. And when you get out of jail, you better go find you a place to stay because you can't come back to my house. You should have thought about that before you jumped up. But I promise you, if you jump up, I'm going to knock you down. My son sent me a text the other day. He said, I don't say it enough, but I love you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Read for me.
Now there was there nigh unto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding.
There was a bunch of pigs out there. So it had to be, God, look at that. All these pigs out there onking, doing what pigs do, just being contented. Read the Bible.
And all the devils.
Can anybody hear me? They got a choir. They got together. I don't know if they had a choir director, whatever. But all the devils got together and did what?
Besought him,
and they start talking to Jesus, begging Jesus, do what?
Send us into the swine that we may enter into them.
We can't be satisfied just out here in the air. Right. We want to live in something, somebody. And they had to ask Jesus for permission to go into those swine. Read.
And forthwith, Jesus gave them leave.
And if Jesus had told them to jump in a can, they couldn't do nothing but what Jesus said. He gave them permission to go into the swine. When they went into the swines, what happened?
And the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine.
Read.
And the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea.
And did what?
They were about 2,000 and were choked in the sea.
As long as the devil wasn't in those pigs, they were just out there onking and do what pigs do. But when the devil got into those swine, they ran down a steep place into the sea, and the swines drowned. Let me give you a little secret. Just because those swines drowned, those demons didn't. When the swines drowned, the demons went looking for somebody else. We need another host. Read what the Bible said.
And they that fed the swine fled, and told it in the city and in the country. And they went out to see what it was that was done.
They told Jesus, listen, man, get out of our coast. Get out. Leave. Instead of them being glad, the man was delivered. They mad about the hogs. Y'all know there's a lot of folk would rather you stay bound and get delivered. Sometimes folk come to holiness, and grandma and grandpa, you know what? You try to tell them, well, I don't smoke no more. What's wrong with smoking? You trying to say I'm not saved? I brought you into this world, and I'll take you out. Somebody asked me one time, said, if your dad was on his deathbed, And he wanted a drink of whiskey. Would you give it to him? I said, he'd go to hell with a dry throat. When you get tired of being bound. Over 47 years ago, the Lord saved me. He changed my life. Haven't had a drink 48 years. No cigarettes, no nothing. Don't have no concubine. Don't have no sweetheart. Got one wife. Not looking for nothing else. Happy, happy, happy. Satisfied. Love God. Got a peace. I can lay down at night. I don't have to worry about going nowhere and somebody seeing me. I got to try to y'all know some folk have to do that. They see some hey God. They say, oh God. Don't fool yourself. Your stuff will catch up with you. Every time you think you out of it, your stuff will catch up with you. But see, when you haven't done nothing dirty, you ain't got to worry about dirt. Amen. When you get tired of being bound. Some folk bound with having problems coming to church. You can get delivered from that. You can give all kind of reasons why you can't come to church, but you can go to work. I don't need nothing. I don't need no ceiling fan, nothing saying amen this morning. You got to be honest with yourself if you want to get delivered. Because you know what the devil will do? The devil will make you feel bad right at church time. And then when church time is past, all of a sudden you're feeling better. My foot hurting, my back hurting, I got a headache. Whatever. Just to keep you from going to church. Folk can miss church, miss the whole weekend, miss the whole week, then jump up and go to work on Mondays. You're going to burn in hell if you ain't careful. I don't care who you are and where you come from. So then faith cometh by hearing by the word of God. But how can they hear without a preacher? When you don't come to church and you don't hear the word of God, your spiritual man is starving to death. And your fleshly man is getting stronger and stronger. You got to love God more than anything. I told God a long time ago, I desire to meet a group of young people that love you like I love you. They're committed to you. People won't tell me, say, well, you can't. I got saved when I was 18. Don't tell me you can't live it. You got to want to live it. You got to love God more than anything. You get tired of being bound. Everybody standing to your feet. Lift your hands and give the Lord some praise.